unless you can add some insight to that buyer's knowledge of his business, if they feel like they're teaching you about their industry, they're always going to be doubtful about the impact you can have in their business.
What we know is this: buyers are not interested in educating sellers so the seller can pitch to them. They expect us to have done our homework and to turn up with a point of view. So if we say, hey, look, I'm really happy to share with you what we're seeing other CFOs do, within the retail sector at the moment to try and solve this problem. When can we find time? The reason for meeting is not to get a pitch about a product or a vendor solution. The reason to meet is to gain some insights.
I'm even more aggressive about it than that. I will say, so today you're running cybersecurity on your platform. 13 websites, 4 petabytes of data annually across 250 users. That's cute. I can remember the first day that we did that. It was 2002. We were so happy. It was a joyful moment. But since then, we've grown a little bit. 4 petabytes of data. We'll review 4 petabytes of data every 15 minutes. We manage 2,500 websites. 2,505, but who's counting? Across 27 trillion lines of code, and we'll see 17 to 25 cyber attacks every 2 hours. So what we're doing is we're doing it at scale. The things that we're seeing at the leading edge of our business, right? You're not going to see what we saw 3 years ago for another 5 years. What we want to share with you is what's happening at the real front lines. I know what you're doing feels like the front lines and is very exciting and 4 petabytes of data. And so I try and, kind of minimize what they're doing in terms of scale. What we'd like to do is let you know what you're going to see when you actually get big. Your pro forma actually happens. Your plans actually happen. The things you say your companies are going to buy and the growth you're going to have actually happens. And in 2 years, you're the big bear that shits in the woods, as you say you'll be. What we want to do is share with you what the world will really look like when you get there and give you advanced view. If we had that advanced view, we'd be 10 times larger ourselves. So I try and even be more aggressive about where that insight comes from, why we have it. And I think, maybe the difference is, and not everybody likes this, but I do try and frame them down. It's hard to frame yourself up, or I feel like it's harder to frame yourself up than how people already see you, because you're telling people what to think. But you do need a gap. If you're planning to become a deal maker at this level, make sure to join the daily Dealmaker. We get into one little piece of this daily, and so you're just stacking and stacking and stacking these tools and tactics and strategies until they come out of you as naturally as they come out of me and the people that I work with. Add the tips, tools, strategies, tactics a little bit every day, and by the end of a year, you'll be a totally different, new, improved person and a very strong deal maker.